The title of this movie is In the Tall Grass 2019. Sit back and enjoy watching. This is a void door to another world. The original house has long since disappeared, and the door has stood here for 100 years. Cal and Becky heard someone calling for help. They hear a boy named Tobin calling for help. Cal and Becky stop by an abandoned church. They enter the grass to help Tobin. Cal goes in first, Becky follows. The grass soon blocks their view of each other. The siblings realize they are lost in the grass. Cal calls out, but they can't find each other. They hear each other's voices, but can't get closer. Becky feels uneasy as she walks further into the grass. She continues anyway. Becky tries calling for help on her phone, but she loses the signal. Suddenly, Cal seems to disappear. They can still hear each other's voices. They try to stay close by sound. They follow each other's voices but can't meet. They still can't find each other. Cal and Becky come up with an idea. They decide to jump to see each other over the tall grass. Their heads appear above the grass briefly. This helps them see each other's location. The first jump shows they're close to each other. The second time, they seem further apart. They appear to be farther apart even though they didn't move. Neither one moved, yet they are further away. Realizing the strange shift, they become alarmed. Just as Becky begins to panic, a man named Ross appears behind her. Ross claims to be Tobin's father. He says he's looking for his family. Becky doesn't sense any danger from Ross. She follows him further into the grass. Meanwhile, Cal finds Tobin crying in the grass. Cal asks Tobin why he called for help. Tobin says his family got lost after following a voice for help. They've been trapped just like Cal and Becky. Tobin leads Cal to a large, mysterious rock. When Tobin touches the stone, he seems to be empowered by it. Tobin says touching the stone helps him sense others' locations. Cal hesitantly reaches for the rock. Just as Cal is about to touch it, Becky's scream distracts him. Cal runs into the grass toward her scream. The scene shifts to 2 months later. Travis, Becky's ex-boyfriend, is looking for her. He finds Becky's car abandoned by the church. Travis finds the car dusty and abandoned. The food inside has spoiled, showing time has passed. He finds some of Becky's belongings nearby. He suspects Becky entered the grass. Travis enters the grass to search for her. Travis is more cautious than Cal and Becky. Travis is more careful as he enters the grass. He marks his path as he goes. Unaware, the grass rearranges itself, undoing his markings. Travis tries using the sun for direction, but the sun suddenly shifts position, confusing him. Later, he encounters Tobin. Tobin seems to know all about Travis. Tobin knows he's looking for Becky. Tobin leads Travis to Becky, but he finds Becky's corpse, dried up as if she's been there for years. It seems as though she's been dead for a long time. The next day, Travis wakes up to rain. He finds that Tobin has disappeared. Travis takes Becky's necklace as a keepsake. He begins to search for an exit alone. He hears voices coming from outside the grass. Travis calls out for help, but he doesn't realize it's Tobin from a different timeline. Due to the grass's time distortion, another version of Tobin's family arrives. Tobin's family is now just entering the grass. They hear Travis's cries for help. One by one, they enter the grass. They soon become lost as well, until it's night again. They are unable to find each other. Ross, Tobin's father, finds the strange rock in the grass. He approaches the rock slowly. Ross touches the rock without hesitation. Time shifts to the following day. Once again, they hear Tobin's cry for help from the grass. It's exactly like the beginning. Cal and Becky, in a new loop, hear Tobin's cries for help again. They decide to go back into the grass. Clearly, they're caught in a time loop. This time, they finally encounter Travis in the grass. Cal asks why Travis is there. Travis says he's been looking for Becky for 2 months. Cal is shocked, saying they just entered the grass. They begin to realize the grass's horror. To escape, Travis lifts Tobin onto his shoulders, so Tobin can see above the grass. Tobin sees the church where they parked in the distance. It's the location where they parked their car. They begin to walk toward the church. Becky faints from heat exhaustion. Ross suddenly appears, offering help. Ross revives Becky. Ross claims he knows the way out. He leads them deeper into the grass. They arrive at their supposed destination, but it's not an exit. They're back at the strange rock. Ross behaves as if he's devoted to the stone. He tries to persuade them to touch it. He insists touching the rock will free them. That's the only way to escape, he claims. Cal moves to touch the stone. Natalie, Tobin's mother, interrupts, warning them. Natalie shouts in horror, saying she just saw Tobin's father, and that he's already dead. This man isn't really alive. Ross watches as his plan unravels. Enraged, he attacks Natalie, killing her. Cal, Becky, and Travis are horrified and panic. They realize Ross has unnatural strength. They flee from Ross. Cal, trying to escape, is caught by Ross. Ross taunts Cal, saying he can always find him, so he knows exactly where Cal will be each time. He shows Cal past cycles of his deaths. Ross then captures Tobin, forcing Tobin to touch the stone. At the last moment, Becky saves Tobin. Travis struggles against Ross, and eventually chokes him with the grass. But as the fight ends, Becky lies dying on the ground. To break the cycle, Travis touches the stone, accepting its power. At that moment, Travis becomes one with the grass. He clings to his last bit of sanity. He gives Becky's necklace to Tobin, telling Tobin he can't leave himself. He instructs Tobin to stop Cal and Becky from entering the grass in the past, and Tobin is pushed out of the grass by Travis. Tobin miraculously appears back at the church. He sees Cal and Becky just arriving in their car. They're hearing his cries for help again, about to step out and enter the grass. Tobin rushes to stop them. He hands Becky her own necklace. Seeing the necklace, Becky believes him. Cal and Becky finally realize the danger, and decide not to enter the grass, ending the cycle. As for the truth behind the mysterious rock, the movie leaves it unanswered. Perhaps only by destroying the grass could the truth be revealed. The movie ends there. Thank you for watching.